So tell us about the genesis of spotting this. I mean, it is an incredible story, and I think also what I love about this book is it goes beyond. It sort of goes generally into the subject of traitors and the sort of rise of Nazism, which seems very poignantly apt at the moment, unfortunately. But how did you spot this story, and what attracted you to the idea of writing
No,
it?
it's a good question, especially the way you put it, because it came out of this previous book, The Escape
Yes.
Artist, which The Escape Artist is the true story of a 19-year-old, a Jewish boy. I was about to say Jewish man, Jewish boy, teenager, who incredibly and against all odds escaped from Auschwitz. Auschwitz, at that point, the hardest place in the world to escape from if you were a Jewish prisoner.
Of course.
There were others who escaped, but Jewish prisoners were kept under even the tightest possible control. He and another man escaped. They did it in order to warn the world, and incredibly, they did. They got this report out. It reached Churchill in London and Roosevelt in Washington, the Pope in Rome, and it, in a way, it gave the world the first actual account of Auschwitz, which is obviously now a byword for horror and evil. That happened in April 1944. As part of the reading for that, I came across this speech by Heinrich Himmler, then head of the SS, in effect the number 2 man in Nazi Germany. He gave a speech to the top brass of the SS a matter of months after Rudy's escape, but also crucially about 6 weeks after, or less actually, the famous July 20th plot, the assassination attempt, von Stauffenberg assassination attempt on Adolf Hitler's life, which got very close. A bomb went off in a hut that Adolf Hitler was in. People will know that from Valkyrie, the movie with a slightly miscast Tom Cruise in it. That had happened in mid-July. It meant that in the upper reaches of the SS, there was a feeling that maybe the SS was losing its grip, that things were slipping out of control. So Himmler addresses the troops as if to say, "We've got this. This is we're under things are under control." And as an illustration of the grip that he maintains, he says, for example, the reactionary cabal that was prattling over tea with the widowed Solf and the diplomat Keep, we've got them. We now know where they are. We've got them in our grasp. And I looked at that and thought, tea? What's he talking about? Tea? What does he mean? Who is this reactionary cabal? Who's this widow he met? And I just went into the kind of undergrowth of the footnotes and saw that, sure enough, on the 10th of September 1943, a group of aristocratic, top-drawer, elite Germans, either aristocrats or people with top jobs in the bureaucracy in the government, had indeed gathered for a secret tea party. What they had in common, under the cover of a tea party, what they had in common was that they were all engaged in defying or resisting Adolf Hitler. They sat together. What they did not know is that one person sitting around that table was about to betray all the rest to the Gestapo. They thought he was one of their own. They thought he was a kindred spirit. Instead, he or she was about to betray them to the authorities. And that, as the minute I read it, I thought, well, that is a whodunit. And it's a whodunit about something really profound and where the stakes could not be higher.